Today we're going to make Italian style pizza. We just have a few things we're going to start with. This is the yeast part of the recipe, so we're going to ferment the yeast overnight. We're going to make what we call a poolish, which is just flour, water and yeast. And we're going to make it here, we'll leave it overnight and we'll make the pizza tomorrow. So what we have here today is we have the flour. This is capputo flour. Really nice flour that the true pizza makers use, straight from Italy. We've got some water and we also have some yeast. We're using dry yeast. You can use fresh yeast, dry yeast. We're using dry yeast today. Very simple. This yeast is going to have just 50 grams of flour, 50 grams of water, 1 gram of yeast. So we'll start with the water. Important to have a scale. With baking, everything's by weight, so scale. Okay, I'm going to turn that on. We'll start with the water. I've got my nice little Duralex cup here. Let's tear that. And 50 grams we go for. So let's see here. 47, 48, oh, can't decide. 48, 50, on the dot. 50 grams of water in there. So now we're gonna, you don't get in there. You're the camera, you're the crew. So now we're gonna measure the yeast, just 1 gram. So we'll start with a little bit until it registers. Oh, 1 gram, done. And we'll put that into the water. We give that a nice mix. I'm going to give that a nice mix in here until it's all combined. Get all the yeast off the sides. Give it a good mix. It's the yeast you could do. Just mix it. That's my dad joke for the night. And what you want to see is it's got this like creamy consistency, or this milky consistency, and just all mixed in. 50 grams of flour, not too much. So for this one, we'll put again on here. Yeah, 51, not bad. Let's leave it at 51. Okay, this is just we're going to add more flour anyway at the end when we make all the pizza. And then this is the fun part, mix all that in. Mix all the flour and the water in, and the yeast. It's all combining to make a beautiful mixture. And this is what we're going to use as a fermented starter for our pizza base. And the benefit of making it overnight is you just make it, you forget about it, you go to sleep. And it's all doing the work while you're sleeping, while you're dreaming about whatever you're dreaming about. This stuff is fermenting. It's all happening in the fridge, ready for you in the morning to start making your pizza. So usually what we do is we have breakfast, give the kids breakfast, and then get started on the pizza straight away so that it's ready for dinner. Because it will take about 8 hours from the time we start making it to proof, to rest, and then to make. And this is what it looks like after you've mixed all that. It's a nice doughy consistency. And then we're going to pop a lid on it. It's got a bit of a hole, a bit of a breather. That's to just let the air out while it ferments. A bit of ventilation. We just pop that in the fridge. I'm just going to the fridge here. Just pop that in and forget about it. Not forget about it completely. Remember it when we need to use it the next day. And that's the poolish. So we'll see you tomorrow to make the pizza. Welcome back. It's the morning. The poolish has now fermented. Have a look at that. So it's all multiplied. That was the yeast and the water and the flour. So now that's all ready to put in. So we're gonna scrape that right into the mixing bowl. So I'll come around here. We're gonna put all of that in. And it's very sticky. Very sticky. That's gonna make our pizza beautiful. Nice. I've got some water here. We're gonna measure 400 grams. 400, right on the dot. So we're gonna pour this right in there.
What's in there?
So it went out. So we're just gonna stir that water and poolish, just get it all mixed up and combined. Actually, I think it does use it. Just gonna get it all mixed up in there. Best is to get all the water and the poolish combined. And while that's happening, I'll get the salt ready. So we need 15 grams of salt. So we're going to put some salt in there now. So we get 15 grams. Well, 17, a little bit salty. It's alright. And put that in there. And that's the salt. Okay, so we've added our poolish, our water and our salt. Now we're going to add our flour. We're going to add 600 grams of flour. This is the Caputo flour, the beautiful pizzaiola chef flour that's best for making pizza. And what we'll do is we'll put half in, mix it, and then put the other half in and mix it. So we get 600. So we've got 600. We're going to put 300 grams in here.
I can't see.
Another 300 grams to go in. It's been about 8 minutes now, so you can see it's combining very well there. And we've got another 8 or so minutes to go. Alright, that's been about 15 to 20 minutes. So the dough's all ready to start forming a ball. So we're just going to take that off with a spatula. Get that all in the bowl. I'm going to put this all on the bench. So now we're just going to drop, just stretch the gluten.
Ooh, Margherita Pizza.
Stretching the gluten. Just make a ball like that. And then that's our ball. We're going to cover that with a bowl. We're going to rest that for about an hour. It's going to expand and then we'll do the rest of the recipe. Okay, so now it's been resting for about an hour. Let's have a look at it. Oh, looks very nice. Very soft and yeah, it's ready. So we don't want to disturb it too much, so we're going to cut it. We're going to make 4 pizzas. And we just cut that into 4 pieces. And make these into nice balls. So just like that.
1, 2, 3.
There's one ball.
1, 2.
Put that there. So I've just put them nicely here, yeah? I just put a little bit of flour on top so they don't stick because I'm going to cover them. Just a little bit of flour there. And just got this tub that can act as a lid here. So we're going to leave that for about 4 to 6 hours and then the pizza will be ready to form into bases.
Our pizza dough has been resting for 6 hours. You put a bit of flour on the spatula. And you have to like detach. There you go, got it. Put on a floured surface. Put a bit more flour on top. And then you have to press it out gently towards the crust. Flip it, remember the right way up. So this is the upside down part. Press it out. A bit more flour if it's a bit sticky. Flip it again. This is the right way up. And press, this is the last press out. Keep pressing the edges out, not too much in the middle or else it gets too thin, as we learnt before. Okay, I think that's done. Put it on your tray. And it's ready to be dressed. Tomato, basil and oregano, this is what we use. And spread it on. You have to have a preheated oven full blast. So ours goes up to 250. So it has to be on really, really hot. What did you cook for me? What's that?
Cheese.
Oh, thank you. Next step, you need to grate some
Cheese.
Parmesan cheese on top, just a little bit.
Cheese.
And then you're going to
Mama, cheese.
pre-bake it for about 10 minutes, not even. And then we're going to bring it out and put more cheese and basil on it. Pizzas have been in there for approximately 5-ish minutes. There you go. And what you do, you sprinkle with mozzarella cheese. Bake it again just until the cheese starts bubbling. So it's only been in the oven for about 2 minutes and you should be ready. Woohoo! It's really hot. Rip some fresh basil on it. Basil is done. Now you need to drizzle with olive oil. Yummy. You gotta cut it up. Okay, let's taste test it. Bouncy on the crust, non-floppy edge.